summer to my heartbeat sound. We fell in love as the leaves turn brown, and we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue. You act so innocent now, but you lied so soon. When I met you in the summer,
Welcome back to McLennan Field at Bosque River Ballpark after we were rudely interrupted by lightning and a dark cloud. We are resuming the second game of today's doubleheader with McLennan on top by a score of 10-3. Cisco batting in the top half of the fifth inning with one out, and the ninth batter in the order coming to the plate. He's going to face a new pitcher for McLennan as John Carmichael is going to restart the game for the Highlanders, taking over for Mason Cook, who goes 4 1/3 innings. He gave up 3 runs that were earned on 3 hits. He walked nobody and struck out 5, so a nice start for Mason Cook. He's in position to pick up the win, which would be his first of the year. And John Carmichael now taking over on the hill, the sophomore from Destrehan, Louisiana. This will be his 7th appearance of the year, which is the most by any Highlander pitcher. He has been basically used as what's known as a stopper. He comes in to get whatever rally is going stopped. So he hasn't pitched a whole lot of innings. Matter of fact, just 4 innings pitched in which he's allowed a run that's earned on 3 hits. He's walked nobody and struck out 3. Opponents are hitting .200 off of Carmichael, and he has a 2.25 earned run average. So he takes over with one out here in the top half of the fifth inning. Highlanders up by 7. Other scores from around the Northern Texas Junior College Conference. Temple and Weatherford split their doubleheader in Weatherford today. Temple won on a run rule in the first game, 12-1 in 6 innings. Weatherford returned the favor of the nightcap, won in 7 innings on the 8 runs after 7 rule, 9-1. Vernon and North Central split run rule games. Vernon in the first game 19-2. North Central in the second game 12-1. Grayson run ruled Hill 13-0 in the first game. They too got a rain delay in Hillsboro, and we are back underway here at 6:06. So it was an hour and 56-minute rain delay here at Bosque River Ballpark. The batter is Xander Forcell. He struck out his first time up. Fastball is hit in the air, out toward right field. The wind blowing that way. It's drifting back, and coming up with it at the warning track is McLean Helton for out number 2. During the little rainstorm, the wind just basically died down for a moment, but now it's once again blowing directly out to right field at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. So 2 outs here in the top of the fifth, and back to the top of the order, and Andy Chapa reached on an error in the first and scored. In the second, he was struck out. First pitch, swings at a big breaker and comes up empty. It's no balls and 1 strike. Chapa still looking for his first hit of today's doubleheader. He's been on twice in the doubleheader, both by error. Takes a pitch up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 strikeouts, a ground out, a fly out, and reached on 2 errors for Chapa today. 1-1 pitch. Nice slider. Swung over the top of and missed for strike 2. See if the Carmichael is out just to get these 2 outs, and then we get a new pitcher in the top half of the 6th. 1-2 pitch. That's top foul, goes to the backstop. Of course, if the Highlanders can score 3 runs in the bottom half of this inning, then we would conclude this game on 10-run rule. That's a wait and see. We'll see if Cisco comes back with the pitcher that was on the hill when we had the rain delay. A strikeout for Carmichael. It ends up being a 3-up and 3-down 5th inning for Cisco. So we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning with our score: McLennan 10 and Cisco 3. Anglers will bring a new pitcher out to the mound after the lightning delay. Taking over on the hill is Cody DeMont out of San Antonio. For DeMont, this was just his second appearance of the year. In his first outing, he went 2/3 of an inning, gave up no runs, no hits, struck out one. Cody DeMont gets his second appearance of the year, taking over for Xander Castillo, who went 2 innings, gave up no runs on 4 hits, walked nobody, struck out one. But he is the 5th pitcher of the game for Cisco. Dayton LaChance, the first batter he faces, and Dayton sends one to the third baseman. He blocks it, picks it up, throws across the diamond, and on a good stretch by the first baseman, he records the out, 5-3. That's why they call it the hot corner. Balls will get to you in a hurry. One out here in the 9th. Brings up Jackson Irons, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2 in this one. Now we have a discussion prompted by the head coach for the Highlanders. Tyler Johnson wants the umpires to get together and make sure that the out was recorded at first base. I think Dayton LaChance thinks that the foot was off the bag, but the umpires get together. They said, no, it wasn't. You're out, son. Go to the dugout. Well, here's Irons. Hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Cole Evans got the start for Cisco. He went an inning. He gave up 6 of the 10 runs on the board. That one bounces in. Bailey Ray came in for just a 1/3 of an inning and gave up 3 runs. Hudson Garner came on to get out of that inning and gave up a run before he left. Then Xander Castillo for 2. Now Cody DeMont. Pitch is on the outside corner just below the belt. Those are 2 balls and 1 strike. About half of our crowd did not return after the rain delay. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball going to get foul out of play as it slices off the first base side. McLennan won the first game. 7-inning affair, 7-0. A 2-hit pitching effort by Alex Wallace and Jonah Conrad. Ball's fouled off. Actually, Wallace gave up 2 hits. Conrad gave up 1, so a 3-hit effort in that shutout. The 3rd shutout of the year for the Highlander pitching staff. After the foul ball, the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hot kicks and deals a pitch that's once again slice foul, first base side. Irons 2 for 5 in the day's doubleheader. He's lifted his average up about 11 points to 325. Hits this one toward right field. Right fielder going back at the 375 sign, and Ellingworth backpedaling makes the catch for out number 2. Now here's Ty Wade. He's 2 for 2 in the game. 2-run double back in the first. Walked and scored when the Highlanders sent 9 batters to the plate. Actually, they sent 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 batters to the plate when they scored 8 innings. He hits the first pitch on the ground to the second baseman, Freeman. He'll throw to first base, and it's a pretty quick inning for Cody DeMont. As the Highlanders go 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the 6th with our score. McLennan 10 and Cisco 3. John Carmichael does return to the hill for McLennan here in the 6th after taking over for the starter Mason Cook, who was burned thanks to the lightning delay. They are finished in Hill with the second game, and Hill comes back to win the nightcap 5-4. So they split that doubleheader. First pitch hacking is Freeman. He fouls it back. Preston is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out in this contest. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman 1 for 6 today in the doubleheader. His single came in the first game of the first inning of the first game. 1-1. Fastball swung through and missed. It's 1-2. Carmichael doesn't overpower you. He just gets you out. Hits the bottom of the zone with that one. Pretty pitch. And John Carmichael to pick up his second strikeout. 7th of the game for Highlander pitching. One out. Now here's Renee Vela. Doubled and scored back in the first. Grounded out to first and the third. Takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. John Carmichael's making his 24th appearance for McLennan. Has a career earned run average of 2.99. The batter's hitting 241 off him. Hits this ball on the ground to the second baseman, McLeod. He'll flip to first base, and there's out number 2. Say, he won't overpower you. He just gets you out. In the 45 innings he's thrown in his career before today, he's allowed only 42 hits. He's only walked 4 while striking out 32 in his career here at McLennan. He's the younger brother of assistant coach P.J. Carmichael. First pitch breaking ball stays above the strike zone against Gage Couillers. Gage singled in a run back in the first inning. Also scored in that frame. Then flew out to right field in the third. All the runs for Cisco came in that first inning. Pitch bounces off the back of the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Highlander runs. Got 2 in the bottom of the first and then 8 in the second. Since then, nothing but goose eggs for both teams. 2-0 pitch. Just a bit inside. It goes to 3-0. Couillers did not, well, he saw action as a pinch hitter in our first game and struck out, so he's 1 for 3 in the doubleheader today. The 3-0. That's on the heart of the plate, taken for a strike. Highlander defense exactly the same since before the stoppage for the weather. 3-1 is 2 high, ball 4. A 2-out base runner. The first walk issued by McLennan pitching in the game. Couillers at first and Trey Ackerman stepping up to the plate. A single in the first inning but was left stranded. Then he hit a comeback to the mound in the 4th. Popped up, first base side, and going to get out of play. Carmichael now with an inning and a third of work. That's the longest outing for him in this particular season. And he's used as a stopper, rally killer, whatever you want to call him. He's not necessarily a closer. Could be used in that role. Ground ball to the shortstop. Johnson will flip to the second baseman McLeod for the fielder's choice ground out. 2 in the inning, 6-4. for Cisco in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. They left one on base. Head to the bottom of the 6th with our score, McLennan 10 and Cisco 3. Another new pitcher. Another new pitcher for Cisco as McLennan comes to bat here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cody DeMont just went 1 inning and was perfect on 2 ground outs and a fly out. And now it's Cade Plunkett on the mound. For Plunkett, this is his 6th appearance of the year. He's only thrown 3 2/3 innings, allowing 3 runs, and they're earned on 2 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 7. A 7.36 earned run average for Cade Plunkett, the 6th pitcher of the game for Cisco. Faces 6, 7, and 8 in the Highlander batting order here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cage McLeod leads it off. He has suffered the hat trick. He has been struck out all 3 times he's come to the plate. He is 0 for 5 today in the doubleheader. First pitch caught a little bit of the catcher. So coaching staff going to come out and check on Xander Forcell. Says, I'm okay, coach, just let me walk it off. Outfield for Cisco, Andy Chapa in left, Savion Flowers in center, and Jackson Illingworth in right. The 1-0 pitch, he squares the bunt, pulls back. 2-0 on the infield for Cisco. Isaac Herzog at third. Trey Ackerman at shortstop. Preston Freeman, the second baseman. Cage Couillers at first. The 2-0, again, he squares the bunt, pulls back on a strike. Just trying to disrupt the pitcher a little bit. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Up and in. Goes to 3-1. Clouds averaged at 3:05. Now time asked for. And they're going to throw the ball out apparently. Pitcher on the mound went to his mouth in the ball, and umpire says you can't do that. Throw it out. Try another one. 3-1 pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt for strike 2. Healthy cut taken by McLeod there. He's trying to find his 4th home run of the year. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. McLeod works the walk to lead it off. It's the 13th time he's gotten a free pass from a pitcher. He's at first for Marcus Smith. Marcus 1 for 2 in this one and has scored 2 runs. He squares the bunt, pulls back on a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. In the second inning, he singled and scored to start the frame, then walked later in the inning and scored the last of the 8 runs in that inning. There goes McLeod. The pitch is outside. The throw down is not anywhere near in time and gets into the outfield. McLeod's going to end at third base. So McLeod with a stolen base, and then the error on the catcher allows him to move to third. First error of the game against Cisco. So a runner just a few feet away, 60 feet away. Ball bounces on home plate. Nice job by Forcell to cover that one up. That one run is a big one for the Highlanders if it can score. The run rule of 8 after 7 goes into effect. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marcus in today's doubleheader has raised his average 53 points, now batting .357. He is 3 for 5 on the day. Swings and misses there for the first out. That's the first strikeout for Cade Plunkett. Now here's McLean Helton. Helton has been on all 3 times in the game, a single with a run scored, and then been hit by a pitch twice. He takes the first pitch high and away for ball 1. Now been hit 3 times by a pitcher. Trying to deliver a run from third base, just get something to the outfield. Fouls this one into the screen above the third base on deck circle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second game of the doubleheader. It's scheduled for 9 innings. Pitch is low and away. 2-1. This is the only game still playing today in the league. Got the fastball and looked like he was a little ahead of it. Again, Vernon and North Central split. Temple and Weatherford split at Weatherford. And Grayson and Hills split their doubleheader at Hillsborough. Slow curveball hit on the ground. That's through the 6 hole. And it's in the left field for an RBI single for McLean Helton. Second hit of the game. Brings in that run that gives the Highlanders an 8-run lead. And a 9-hole hitter, Sherman Johnson, coming to the plate. The RBI for Helton is his 7th of the year. That's in limited action. Johnson squares the bunt, pulls back on the first pitch. It's strike 1. This is the 8th start of the year for Helton. He's got his average now up at .377. He's raised it 46 points today. There goes the runner. The throw down is not anywhere near in time. And McLean Helton has a stolen base. He's in scoring position for Johnson. Johnson 2 for 2 in the game. Takes a pitch low and away. 3 for 5 in today's doubleheader with 3 runs scored and a couple of RBI. One of his 3 hits today is a triple. Hits this one deep to right field. Right fielder going back, looking up on the wall, and it is treetop tall and over the wall. A 2-run home run, opposite field shot for Sherman Johnson. His second of the year. And his first 3-hit game of the year. And that will win it for the Highlanders in a walk-off on the 10-run rule. They score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th to walk it off by a score of 13-3 in a game that was delayed an hour and 56 minutes by lightning. We got a little bit of rain, but not a whole lot. In the inning for McLennan, they get 3 runs. They do it on just 2 base hits. There was an error, and there was nobody left on base. Let's get you the final totals on this one. For Cisco, they get 3 runs on 3 hits. They committed 1 error, and they left only 2 runners on base. Excuse me, that McLennan's 1 error. For Cisco, or for McLennan, they get 13 runs on 6, 10, 12 hits.